Welcome to today's project. Oddly enough, this vehicle was the very first vehicle I bought to convert over to RC, and I never did. I couldn't figure out how to do it. I ended up, at one point, I used the front, and I took a Hyuna truck back end, and I made big tires, and I made a Bell truck using just the front cab. But this is the first time that I have this entire truck all together. And I'll tell you honestly, it was a super easy build. Okay? By the time I figured all this out, I made, this is a super easy build that I want to share it with you. Okay. So, here is our, I was just beeping, so I shut it off naturally. All right, so steering, articulated steering. Okay. Forward. Let's not drive off the table. Reverse. Jump. Okay, got all three of our functions here. All right, let me show you. Jumping from the side. If you watched any of my other videos, this is one of the big hang-ups. I couldn't figure out how to do this. And once I started putting the screw servo into the others, I'm like, that's one of the biggest problems. Okay, so easily, and I'll show you how I did this. Super, super easy it turned out to be. Okay, and it's very effective. Okay. So 3 issues you have to deal with anytime you're dealing with the Volvo articulated truck. Steering, drive system, and the lift for the box. Now, I showed you how I overcame the lift for the box. By the way, you notice I don't have the fake pistons on, the fake hydraulics, only because I got to sand these. They actually move a little stiff, and I didn't want the extra putting stress on. Okay, so let's start with the lift. Let's go back to front again. So here's the lift, and I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because I've done it with other ones if you've seen them. All right, so underneath, if you can see, here's the screw servo. The simplest thing, and these tires came off easy for Bruder, I know. I just put a slit here, pulled the tire off, drilled a hole, put the screw servo through there, and put it right back on. This makes a perfect fulcrum. Pardon me, engineers, if that's not the right, I think it is. Pivot point, and it works great. Let's see if I can show it to you this way. Okay. And from the side. Okay, we've got a heck of a dump angle. All right, so one of the toughest things is actually the easiest to overcome. Getting a screw servo that you use for an extending an excavator arm like on a Hyuna 1550 or 1592. And putting it through there. Now, what I did is I tied it to the bottom of the bed. Okay, all I did is drilled through. I put 2 zip ties through. Now, you can use the clamp that comes with, if you buy one of the Hyuna excavator screw servo sets, it has a clamp. You can put that on. I did that on another box and it split it. So I've used this system. I don't mind the look of it because it gets dirty anyway. You can't even tell that it's there on the inside of the box. So however you want to do it. This is the quick and easiest. I just did a cotter pin and the 2 zip ties. And again, that works very well. All right, now drive system. What I did is I took, before I told you I did this, so I did the back end of the Hyuna truck and made the tires. So I do this all the time. I've used it for my tractors. So again, the drive system from a Hyuna truck And all I did is I pirate these wonderful drive systems. Now, what I did is I cut it off. Okay, I've done this for my tractors. I've done it on several other models. If you get in on a video, it shows you all the gearing in here. And if you go from here back, you just cut it off. And I'll show it to you underneath. Okay, and then what I did is I got on and 3D printed larger hubs. Okay, like this. And these go inside the wheels. I'll show you the wheelbase. Okay, see how that matches? So that's all I did. I got on and did a 3D print. If you have issues with that, I can get a set of these to you cheap. Okay, just get a hold of me. I'm going to have this published on my Facebook site. You can get a hold of me that way. But all I did was I put the hex fitting in here, put it in. Now, my plan was to drill in and put a screw in, okay, to hold it. But these suckers, they stay on, okay? So I haven't had to. The wheels haven't been falling off. If they start falling off, then, you know, I'll get in and redo that. All right, so let's show you what the drive system looks like now. See if I can flip this on its side. There. Okay. So there's the system right there. I cut this off. All right. And I attached it. Real easy. I just now, Dremel is about the only tool. My handy dandy Dremel is really the only special tool I had to have for this process, other than the 3D printer, you know, to do those. But having those, and so I got in, took these wheels off. Now, of all the Bruder models I've taken apart, the wheels came off this the easiest. I couldn't believe it. I just get in with my knife, and I cut in here, I split it, and then pull it to get it off. And as I did, those came right off. All right. Now, inside, let's get you a good close-up view. All right. Inside here, okay, all this, you have to get in with your Dremel and take it down flat. Okay. That's what I did. And then this fit right in against it. Real nice. Fit in there. Okay. And then you can see what I did. I just screwed. That's in there. And I screwed right to this. That's holding that wheel to this. Okay. Super easy. The only hard part is, again, okay, getting these. And again, just, we can work out a deal. This would be cheap shipping. I can get those to you, a set of those. Okay. So you get in. The only hard part to this whole process is getting in there and hollowing out that tire. And that's not a problem. You just get in with your Dremel. Okay. And cut it. And get it fairly flat. Just keep checking it. And then you put your Huna engine with the blocks, screw to it, and you got it. Okay? Now, I did do one other thing that I'll show you just to increase the traction, because at this point, I've only got two-wheel drive. My plan was to put another one of these systems up here for front-wheel drive. But I'm an indoor digger, and let me do that so it quits beeping. And I haven't had to yet. I'm going to. I do want to do that, but just for right now, I'm having great fun with it, and it's working well. All right, the one thing I did do, let's see if I knocked those off. Well, I did. I've got, here's one right here, knock the camera around. Okay, these neoprenes, all I did was cut neoprene. You can't even tell. And I increased the size of the tire tread all the way around. Okay, just on the drive tire, just to give it better traction. Okay, So we've got our lift system, super easy. We've got our drive system. And again, this engine is very strong. And again, if you're going to be outside using it, you just do the same thing with front wheel drive. If you have a drive system here, a drive system here, and then these wheels float, okay, so the pressure is on this and the traction is on this, you'll go through anything. And again, if you want to spend several $1,000s and get a super expensive one that'll go through anything, cool. I did all of this, one of these for $30, then plus whatever the hubs were. Okay, probably $30 for a screw drive. And then the last thing is steering. Let's make some room. Now I use the exact same steering that I did in my wheel loader. I snip in here. I don't like using 20 screws because this is so much faster to get into the cab, I think. Okay, so let's show you what I got for inside the cab for steering. Okay, all I did was mounted a servo in here. Let's get you a top view. Okay, a servo, zip tied it down, and there's the steering. Okay, let's see if I can do that without. Okay, works fantastic. Quick and easy. I'm telling you, I did this entire thing in an afternoon. Start to finish. This entire project, start to finish, in an afternoon. Okay, let's total up money, what I have in here. Let's say I get an expensive one of these, $25. You know, you get a high torque, real nice one. Okay, now, I have a bunch of these because I have a bunch of the Hyuna trucks. Okay, you know, this would be the most expensive thing if you had a Hyuna truck that costs $100 and you have to pirate it. But the other good thing is, actually, you don't even have to cut this. You can put the entire thing that way and then just pull the hubs off when you want to use it for your truck, throw it back in your truck. Quick and easy. Throw the screws in, undo the zips. Okay, so you can also order these now for, I think, $30 or $40. Nice drive system. Nice. Okay. So what would we say? 20, $25. Let's say $35 for the drive system. You know, again, if you can be creative and make these, if not, I can sell you a set cheap. Okay. And then the screw drive. All right. This baby is wonderful. Now I'm going to make a quick video to put at the end of this working along with, my tractor, my case tractor that I have the exact same drive system. And I'll show you both of them working and driving and turning. Oh, here was the other thing. I did have the stock turning radius on this, I was not pleased with. I have a very small indoor site and I have to have a real tight turning radius. Now, the stock Hyuna, I don't know what angle it went at, but it didn't get enough of a turn. So all I did was got in there and cut a little bit, just a little bit, cut the tabs, and now it turns a lot better. And you'll see that in the video, the turning radius. Okay, so I'll post this on my Facebook site and on YouTube both, so you can put comments and questions, and I'll tell you how to get a hold of me that way through there for the hubs if you need them, or if you have any build questions. But I'm telling you, this is one. Oh, the other neat thing is, look at this. Everything tucked up inside here. I just took a tongue depressor, put everything up in there, put that tongue depressor there, and it all held. And then I took a piece of electric tape, put a little super glue on each side just to hold it. And this thing goes together well. All right, so let me show you me putting it back together. Now, you do have to put weight in the nose. All right, so again, I choose to do this with a zip tie, only because I don't like screws. I don't like messing with all that. All right, see if I can do it from this angle. I'm not going to be able to. Let's turn it so you can see. As soon as you turn the camera on, you know how that goes. Let's try bending one more bend. Come on, you dirty rat, get through there. Hey, there's my trouble. I don't have my reading glasses on. You'd think you'd be smart enough to put those on. All right. So, let's try this again. We clip our nose down. Got the nose clipped. Get our U-joint back together. We got her together. Tighten it up. Okay. Ignore my goofy mess up the first time. All right, so we got our turning. Forward. Okay, we're done. All right, now I'll put together a quick video of this thing running. Okay, here are my two vehicles that I talked about in my two builds, and I want to show you those in action. First, we'll take the Volvo articulated dump truck. And you can see the nice, tight turning radius. I had to cut some of the pins that hold it because it wouldn't, the stock one wouldn't let it turn that sharp. Okay, let's back her up into position. Yeah, we'll dump our load, pull ahead, and make sure we got all that out of there. Okay. And again, now I'm going to have to test out our nice sharp turning radius. Look at that. Made it right around that corner easy. Okay. Let's bring her back and get out of the way of the... Next will be the case tractor. And the case tractor is towing the Joshkin trailer. So here we go. Again, hairpin turn. Takes it nice and easy. You can see it here. Good turning radius. Good power pulling those. Good maneuverability. Bad driving. Alright. Now again, you're going to see sharp turning radius necessary. Get out of here. Hard 90-degree turn. We made her. Okay, bring it back. Okay. These two excellent vehicles I've had a lot of fun with, and were two easy builds that I hope some of you will do and enjoy these.